Hello everyone, Dynamo here. It's going to be about my thoughts about the upcoming Tekken 8 and regarding Master Raven's return. Getting to the point, I do not think that she will be coming back, but
Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong.
though personally I want Master Raven to return because I am a fan of the character, despite me not being good at fighting games at all. I just love her design, her gameplay, and everything else about her. But I have quite a few reasons why she may not come back. Number one is popularity. Starting from Tekken 5 and 6, we got Raven, the original. His initial reception was okay to meh, and people mostly like him because he looked like Blade from Marvel Comics. Sadly, barely anybody played this guy because his overall gameplay was completely unorthodox even among Tekken standards. Well, what did Bandai Namco decide to do? They switched it up with Tekken 7 and replaced the old Raven with Master Raven, a woman who is tall, curvaceous, sexy, with big boobs and all. Fans' reaction were quite baffled at first. However, slowly over time, people grew to like her. Even some pro tournament players even mained her. But for comparison's sake, Master Raven's pick rate and reception are relatively small compared to the majority of the fans and casuals out there whose feelings about the character are just lukewarm. With that being said, we have number 2 regarding Tekken 8. We have fans clamoring for old school favorites, something that you cannot argue against. I mean, we have Jun, whom we haven't seen in over 2 decades, so her return was a great welcome. So who knows who might be back? Christy, Roger, maybe that dinosaur? So what I'm saying is fans are getting what they want this time around. Next we have number 3, DLC characters from part 7, who are now making it to the base roster due to their overwhelming positive reception. Examples are Leroy Smith, the Grandmaster of Drip. His overall design is just too cool to pass up. Then this one, this might be a speculation, but I think Lydia, a Polish politician that does hard-hitting old-style karate, will most likely make it to the base roster. Another fan favorite, who is new but not really kind of new, it's a little confusing, it's a name title, she might be a daughter of the original Kunimitsu, but the title still stands. Many will argue that we cannot have 2 female ninja characters, and most likely people will pick the better one, quote unquote. I've seen Kunimitsu's gameplay, it's overall better and easier to utilize, and her design is something that so belongs to Tekken. And so to summarize that, they're trying to squeeze every DLC character into the base roster. And well, I have a bit of a fear about that because if Master Raven turns out to be DLC, reactions are going to be mixed because like I said earlier, her reception has been mediocre to moderate. Number 4, Tekken 8 itself. They are taking themselves into a whole new direction, just like Street Fighter 6. They want to be identifiable from each other, instead of having that same thing where everyone feels a bit more marginalized in a way. So they're wanting to avoid everyone from having some resemblance to their moveset. Like for example, you just can't have 2 Master Ravens doing the same thing, or 2 Kings, King and Armor King, doing the same thing. And that's going to be hard for Master Raven herself because she borrowed a lot of moves. Well, basically she copied and pasted a lot of moves from the original Raven, so I don't know how it fits within her character if they try to change her up. So in all, I don't think that Master Raven is going to come back, and I'm actually okay with that. And I know that sounds quite absurd because even though I'm a fan of the character, I just gotta take this L, man. Like, I have to face the facts. Like, she is the least popular character in the Tekken roster. Tekken 7 came out like in between 2015 2016, and it had like about 5+ years of support. That is a very long content support for a fighting game, which is like kind of rare nowadays, and it's very long too, more than Mortal Kombat 11. And by now people are already used to Master Raven and nothing has changed with her. You know, hasn't been an increase in usage of her. Fans or sometimes just forget that she's in the base roster at all. So at this point, that I think Bandai Namco will probably change it up. Probably she might get replaced, or they're gonna bring back the original Raven back. That's something that I cannot argue. I see the comments everywhere. People demand the original Raven back. I'm like, fine, whatever. But like I said before, I think the reason why they changed it up to a female is because, you know, sex sells. Boobies, curvy things, and all that. You know what, I'm gonna be disappointed with Tekken 8, but at the same time excited. I'm looking forward to the game. It looks really awesome, and I know fans are gonna have a great time with it because some of their favorites are coming back, and I know my girl, she won't be. Before I close this video out, during the years when Master Raven debuted, I tried to get people to take interest in her I'm aware that there are pro players who main her, and there is a channel dedicated to her. In my way, I tend to show love for this character by commissioning fan art to get the ball rolling, to not make people give up on this character. That's what I did. I commissioned a ton of fan art. It's in the more not safe work area, if you know what I mean. That's what I did. I did that for about 2 to 3 years, commissioning fan art of Master Raven. And if you look up the internet, about a good 60 to 70% of that fan art you see online, it's mostly from me. Yeah, just follow me on my socials and you'll find out. You'll be freaked out in a way. But if she does return, if she does come back, I might continue commissioning fan art of her. But if not, I'm just gonna call it quits and take this L. Thank you all for watching. Dynamode out.